What's up and good evening, guys. Welcome back to another video. We're here in Work for World Headquarters 2.0. So as you guys know, we've got a kind of Project OBS underway at the moment, and you're probably saying, Rhino, how old is this video? Didn't you strip the side molding and the Nerf bars off? Well, kind of. I mean, half of the truck has the side moldings and the Nerf bars missing, which would be this half of the truck. And then the other half is masquerading kind of more on the grandpa style of trucks. And I'm kind of running a little bit of a two-faced operation going on right now. And the reason being is the other day, I kind of ran out of time to finish, and then I just haven't been back over to the shop to kind of tackle the other side of the truck. And also, if you guys remember, when I stripped off the side molding, it revealed that there is like actually some really nice shiny white paint underneath. I don't know how well that's picking up right now because it's kind of dark outside. And, you know, I've been going over kind of really the need to repaint this truck, being that the paint is it was a crappy paint job. I mean, if you guys look, I don't know if it's going to show up. Let's see if it'll focus. Come on, focus, camera, focus. Wait for it. So if you guys see all these little like holes in the paint, and it's just all across the hood, it's everywhere. I don't know how well that's showing up on camera, but the paint is just in really, really bad shape. And if we look inside of, let's see, I think right here shows it. If we look inside the door jamb here, I mean, you guys can kind of see where like the transition is of some crappy paint job to the original paint job. So, you know, my big thing was like, all right, it just needs a new paint job, which is not cheap. I mean, I know there's cheap ways to do it, but to do it right, it's really not that cheap. But then the other day, I took a little bit of some goof off or goo gone or whatever the heck it is, and was getting off some of the residue that was left over, and I rubbed a little bit right here to get rid of these like fingerprints, because it seems like this paint has no clear coat, and everybody's saying this is single stage paint. I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what single stage paint is, but I'm guessing there's not a whole lot of clear coat on it. So I took some goof off and tried to get rid of these fingerprints, and I'll be damned if it didn't like kind of melt the paint back together. Let's see if you guys can see how cracked it is around the lock right there. But it started melting the paint back together, and it was like, huh, like that actually looks better. To the point where I'm like, well, sure, give me a whole can of Goo Gone or Goof Off, and I'm going to just wipe down the whole truck, and maybe it'll melt the paint to where like it's better than it was. But then everybody started saying in the comments, they're like, no, man, if you just buff that out, you should be able to bring that paint back pretty decent. So, well, today's gonna be the day. We've got Eddie's cousin Nick. You guys have probably seen him in a bunch of Eddie's videos detailing for Eddie. He's going to come over and see what he can do with the paint on the old Ford there. And you guys are probably saying, why is Josh not doing it? Isn't Josh a detailer? Yes, Josh is my detailer. But I've talked with Josh about doing this truck a few times, and kind of in like the way, you know, if you have a clogged toilet line underneath like a 16-inch crawl space full of spiders, I'm not really your guy. I don't think Josh particularly enjoys like working on older stuff like this. You know, he likes nicer, higher end stuff, and that's kind of his forte. Nick shows up. I'm gonna give this thing a quick rinse down, and then we'll get to it also. Santa, is that you rustling around over there?
Yep.
Oh, it's just Chris. Hey buddy, how's it going?
What's up?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Hey, how's the truck running?
Good.
Hey, you happy with it?
Yeah.
All the extra horse torques?
Horse. You wanna drive it?
I'm busy right now, but yeah, I do. Now, I hate to be a naysayer of any advice that people give to me, because, you know, like, a lot of people out there know a lot more stuff than I do about paint, but, like, I don't foresee that type of stuff coming back. Every time you wash this truck, like, more and more paint, little speckles of missing paint start to pop up. I think it's just really a case of a really cheap, crappy paint job that just did not hold up over time. I mean, you can see more and more of these spots start to really show up every time the truck gets washed. But hey, we're gonna find out, you know? Let's see if Nick can work his magic. You ready, Nick? You want me to wipe it down for you?
Let's go, wipe it please.
You want me to get
freshly coated, everything.
Hold on, Chris.
All of it.
Chris can reach the windshield. Chris, can you get this guy's windshield real quick?
Everything.
I know
how to use one of these.
He's got a nickel.
You're good at that?
You got any spare change?
I do. Here. What do you need?
$100. What? A spare change, bro? You're driving a Platinum, dude. That's spare change. Hope you don't mind me giving it a little rinse down before. I don't want to step on your toes.
Fine. No, don't.
But I've got a pretty good setup, you know. So, dude.
I'm Sky.
Ryan.
Great. Nice to meet you.
So, I hate to say it, but you got your work cut out for you, and I don't think it's possible.
But if you crazy.
Oh, look at the hood, bro. Tell me that's not crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
if
Single
you could
stage too?
I don't know. I think it's just like the crappiest Earl Shot paint job the guy could find. That's what he did.
It looks like it.
Is this cut it? Am I detailed yet?
This is very doable.
You just gotta get rid of that shit.
Oh.
It's gotta go. This gotta go. Product's gotta go.
Well, listen, dude. I'm balling on a budget here.
No.
You got the DI water though?
Yeah, well, I got
and the electric pressure washer.
All right, from here down,
Everything is good.
it's cool.
The tools are awesome.
You guys need some 80 grit sandpaper? I got some of that.
80 grit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying.
Let's do 180.
You're gonna do all right. Hey, you do what you gotta do. Well, there's already holes burned in it. Like, don't worry about that. Oh, I watched that on a video once.
You gotta prime the pad?
Massage it in there.
Yes, sir.
Chris, you need a massage, dude? He's got you.
Magical hands.
All right, quarantine zone.
Gotta work it in.
All right, work it in, work it in. We've got test spot 2 going on over here to see if we can blend in the door panels. Now, in all fairness, the hood over there is probably one of the worst parts of the truck. The roof is actually obviously worse, but the doors aren't horrible other than this rust spot you're seeing on the door behind me. Right there. And it feels like we're filling it in more. I mean, feel that compared to that side.
Let's try some.
Feels better. Dude, it's got like a sweet leather pattern to it. So this is about as good as the hood is gonna get, guys. You can see, actually, I mean, there's a color difference there. If you look at where the tape line is versus what he worked on. Honestly, that's as good as it's gonna get. I don't think it's worth doing the hood. I think we all kind of come to that conclusion.
Yeah.
Leave the hood alone.
Leave it.
But
We can DIY it.
my man over here, was it Sky?
Sky.
Sky. All
I
right.
just got a point, and they think it's Sky.
Sky's doing he's got a pretty good. Damn, dude, that's a lot better. Let me get my light on that. I mean, I know it's a little hard to see, but you guys should be able to see where that tape line is that he just pulled off. There's actually some gloss back to the paint there. Obviously, you can't fill in those little holes of missing paint, but
Something's better than nothing.
that is impressive, dude. I honestly never thought it would even be that good. Well done,
Thank you.
Sky.
Sky. The DA and a blue pad with flat.
Plastic.
Plastic. Depending on how much it cuts, then we finish it off.
That's what I was thinking.
What are they talking about? We don't speak their language, dude.
We gotta use the blue pad, man.
Oh, it was the blue pad?
Yeah.
Well, in the middle, after the wool pad.
Yeah, after the
Before
whole
the
pad.
orange pad.
Before the orange pad. I was gonna say this. Scott, man, me and you, we think alike, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm glad
yeah,
to hear
yeah, we're on the same page.
Yeah. Play around right here for a second. Like, I just want to see if you, like, could you doctor that up for me?
Yeah.
Right here. Can you guys polish this up? Actually, that's actually really shiny. It's bad when Chris's head is shinier than the paint on my truck. What?
You wanna race?
You want to race Chris?
I wanna race Chris.
Eco Boost?
I think when me and Eddie said we're gonna race, people kept saying to race Chris. I didn't have the time to
Gasser
do it.
versus Gasser?
I have Gasser versus Gasser.
Eco Boost F-150.
Stock.
E85 tuned Chris. Come on, dude. You gotta take that race. Come on. Right here, in front of YouTube and the world, Chris. Are you gonna take that race?
Where? When?
Oh.
This weekend, Saturday, before Napa?
Ooh.
I'm not going, you know. I got stuff to do.
Oh, come on. Hey, we'll race for a detail job.
Who's gonna detail my truck?
Me. I got you, buddy.
Really? With that set up? With these towels?
Yeah, here, this one. Look, this one's still got some life in it. I'll detail your
And a
truck.
tag, I like it.
Yeah. Extra. You leave the tag on, it cuts better.
I like it better.
Yeah, there you go. See what you selling. I got you, bro. All right. You detail Chris's truck if he wins. I'll detail your truck if you win.
Deal.
All right, and then we'll call Sky
To buff it after
to
you're
come
done.
to come fix it. Yeah, Sky will come fix it.
Am I getting paid, or is this?
No.
This is for
This is
It's
Do you have a
for the
girlfriend?
culture. No.
All right, I'll get you a girlfriend through this.
All right.
All right, there you go. All right, Sky.
we gotta find him the moon.
Oh.
We're also
So,
accepting
stars
stars and
are better.
clouds.
What's your horoscope?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh. Any ladies out there looking for a Taurus?
Named Sky.
And your name is Star.
Ideally, another nature
Star.
name. If
Oh,
we can
another-
get like a tree or a cloud, something like that.
All right, deal.
Have
All
a
right.
baby river.
A baby river. All right. If anybody, I mean, all right. Anybody that's watching this in California and you're all like hippy dippy like my buddy Sky over here, hit him up. You know who to call. So clearly, I mean, my man Sky's on his A game today. Sky, is that a fox on your hat?
No, it's a weasel. This is my weasel hat. So for when I want to do morally deplorable things, I throw on my weasel hat real quick.
Why are you doing that when you're coming to work on my stuff?
Well, no. It's just,
What's going on,
I always
Sky?
like to have my weasel hat ready. You can't put me on blast like that. Like, what if I'm going home and like I'm trying to get in, but somebody won't let me over? Then I already have my weasel hat on, and I can just slide right in there.
I don't know.
You work with this guy every day?
Sadly.
And then I have,
He has his dates.
Sky, you're a lot, dude.
This guy has his dates.
I mean, I think
Sky is clear.
I think if your name wasn't Sky, I'd be disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, I'm kind of happy, like it fits you.
Yeah. No, and this is not a ferret hat. This is no domesticated fucking weasel.
Oh, jeez. All right. Don't insult Sky's weasel hat, all right?
Oh, when he first bought it, he's like, this is the best hat I've ever bought.
No, best
I'm like,
$15 over spare. I have two of them. I have one in black and one in tan.
All right, so if anybody wants to make money off of Sky, just start putting weasels on everything. And
Or
Just
weasel
the hat.
edition.
It only works for the hat.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't be like, let me put on my weasel shoes. Nah, I put on my weasel hat though.
Maybe. All right, guys. So I think the verdict is like, you can get it better, but like, why?
Is it worth our time? Is it worth the amount of money we have to spend on the product? No. I mean, it'll look good, decent, but
Well, my thing is like, even stepping back, like it looks the same from 5 feet. It feels 100 times better, but it looks the same.
yeah.
Which at that point, like,
Sadly, I'm kind of bummed. I was let down.
hey,
I tried.
I don't want to say you were kind of set up for failure with how bad this truck was, but
I kind of was.
yeah, dude. Like, I'm not blaming you.
It's textured. It looks like a reptile.
It really is,
It looks
dude.
like a snake came here. Just like
It is some of the worst paint I think I've ever seen, other than the fact that like it's still mostly on.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm shocked. I'm shocked it hasn't like crystallized and like peeled.
It's starting to. Every time I wash it, more and more paint comes off.
I think a wrap.
You want to wrap
A
it?
work for it wrap, American flag.
I think an American flag wrap.
Scream America.
Right?
I like it.
We'll put
Great
a
idea.
we get
big
an eagle?
Can we put a
Big
weasel
weasel
hood
in the
on it?
hood.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Sky, you
Yeah,
are.
weasel wrap.
Can I have like half the energy you have, and
What
I'd be
time
like,
is it right now? Like 10?
yeah, it's late.
freaking
dude.
late, and this guy's on drugs.
Fuck, I wish, but no, I mean, a weasel wrap. That's an idea I can get behind.
All right, I think Sky and Dave need to meet.
Oh wow!
Like, I don't know if the world would explode, but I
It'd
think
be
Sky
weird.
and Dave need to meet.
That's like two comments, like in the sky. You know?
I have a North Face hat and then two weasel hats. And that's pretty much all my hats.
basic hat, bro.
I found it on the beach though, so it's kind
That's
of
kind of nasty.
no, but it was clean.
That's
It's
really
clean.
nasty, dude.
Nasty.
Yeah, like I
That's
said,
why I
Sky,
mostly
earlier,
wear
there's- every once in a while we find a mattress out here, buddy. If you want it, man, you feel free.
I want a napping room, but they won't
They
get
have
me
a fridge,
one, so
too.
they told me
I saw the
have to-
fridge.
If
The
we're gonna-
entire print will be an American flag.
If we're gonna do an American flag wrap,
doing
it needs to be the whole freaking truck.
I thought we were in this to save money. Let's take a step back, look at the macro picture here.
Now when I put my weasel hat on, I want.
All right, you want it? You want to borrow
Nah,
it?
you find your hats on the beach, dude.
No,
I'm
not this
good.
one.
I'm
Not
good,
this
dude.
one.
No, I don't know where that
I
hat's
bought
been.
this hat.
No offense, Sky, but I find where you. I don't
I
wear
all
beach
I
hats.
think we all
lost
need
that
weasel
respect
hats.
in that.
I think we all need weasel hats, and that's the problem with the world, is that there aren't enough weasel hats, personally.
Any potential women out there for Sky? He's got another weasel hat, and if you find the right woman, would you let her wear your other weasel hat? That's a
She'd
lot.
have to be pretty special.
All right, if Sky lets you wear his weasel
What
hat,
are weasels like?
what do weasels like?
Yeah, like what's like their mating?
Moral deplorability, I don't know.
All right, well, Sky standards are low. I think you guys can, send inquiries. You got an Instagram, Sky?
I do, at the Sky Wilson, SKYE though, so the Sky, SKYE, Wilson, WILSON.
There you go.
Check it out. There's no weasel hats to be found on there, but we can change that.
All right, well, Nick and Sky have left, and it seems like they can do a little bit better than the paint is right now. Obviously, when there's paint missing, there's not a whole lot you can do. But that being said, like, it's just inevitable. The truck is too far gone. It really does need a paint job. But now that I'm looking at it, like, I don't know how much I want to spend. I've been quoted like insane numbers. I've been quoted like still really expensive numbers. But you know, the truck needs some work. Like, there's some body lines that don't exactly made up very well. This one's probably not that big a deal to fix, but if you look kind of down the bed, you'll see there's a little bit of a bow in the actual tailgate itself. Obviously up top on the roof over there, we got some rust that we're dealing with. So there's a little bit of work that's gonna end up having to go into this thing to get it nice. And obviously I'm not looking for like show quality or like perfection, because it still is at the end of the day a work truck, but I want it nicer. Like, I'm not used to driving around in old beat up stuff. Like, I'd rather something, you know, shows that we take a little bit of pride in the vehicle that I have. So we'll see, guys. We'll see a lot of options to come. Maybe we wrap it, maybe we paint it. Talking with Nick, who works a lot with the wrap shop, he was saying like, I don't know how well the wrap's gonna look over top of like the texture in the paint. Like, it's gonna start to show a lot of that stuff. So maybe wrapping it right off the bat is not the best idea. We'll see. We got a lot of options, but with that, we're gonna wrap up this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now that we do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, aka a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. You guys are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah.